Oh, hello again. So, we started playing Deadly Premonition, I don't know, a few days ago, when my monitor situation made it so I couldn't plug my PS4 in, I had to play Switch. And it turns out that it's like the 10th anniversary, I think, of Deadly Premonition, as well as being an anniversary of like when Twin Peaks' story began. So, perfect timing. Alright, let's do this. Once again, the audio in this game, real aggressive. Okay, what was I doing? Anna's body was found by two children, 6-year-old twins. Please be gentle with them. Okay, we're going to meet up with them. Are we at the... Oh no, it's a ways away. Okay, we better get in the vehicle. Get in car. They gonna join me?
Agent Morgan, if I could just give you a friendly warning.
Are you really upset about me taking over the case? I have the authority approved by the FBI to assume command. I understand you don't like it, but you will follow my orders.
I'm not disputing FBI authority, but this is our town. You won't get far alone, and
We
you
have to
gain
team
nothing
up?
by antagonizing me.
It's part of my personality. I just do things my way. I can take you off the case if you wish.
Stop it, you two. We need to solve this case, not bicker among ourselves.
Quit your bickering. That smile. Beautiful. Okay, where are we actually going? If I could consult the map. Map. There's gotta be a shortcut for that. Okay, zoom. Oh. Okay. We got some problems here, in that I can't actually tell where we're trying to go on this map at all. Real far, though, seems to be the answer. We're going real far. Oops. Oh, there we go. Buttons, man. Tricky. Oh, jeez. Turns out, I'm not great at driving in this. I know it's hard to believe. I like how it seems to enjoy us breaking things.
By the woodsman Jim Green, along with his
Woodsman
two
Jim
grandchildren, Isaac and Isaiah.
What were they doing in the forest?
Just their daily routine. They found Anna's body during a morning walk.
So you've talked to them already?
Not officially. Not yet.
Not yet. Are you out of your mind? You haven't interviewed them yet?
Agent York,
Settle
that
down,
tone
York.
is hardly appropriate. We were given orders to wait for you to arrive.
Orders by who?
A man called Abrams from the FBI.
Robert, is it? Little Bob Abrams. I did tell him to stay out of it. It's always tough to have a meddling boss, huh, Zach?
I thought you knew, Agent Morgan. Don't worry about it. We may not have taken official statements, but we got all the information we need. I can fill you in right now if you'd like.
Thanks, George, but that won't be necessary.
Is that a race?
I want to hear the
I
details
don't want to do
from
that.
the witnesses themselves, firsthand.
I just can't believe that the children had to witness the crime scene. They may be traumatized. You'd better do this carefully.
Don't tell me you get nervous talking to children, Emily.
Not at all. That's not what I meant.
Then what did you mean?
She's
Just
straight up
forget
talking
it.
about you, sir. Because you have no chill. Okay, I'm gonna guess I have to go this way. Guess we'll find out. If anybody has any strats for maps, please let me know. Because I couldn't zoom out, so I couldn't get a real good sense of where to go. Limit 10 to 1800. Okay. It's 1121. Be fine on that front. I don't know. I'm gonna guess we take this main road. Just for a ways. Hopefully there's a gas station somewhere. There's a fishing spot, it looks like. Whoa, no! No problem. What happens if we, like, blast the, sirens? Ah! Okay, Maybe I shouldn't try any fancy maneuvers while driving in this. Are we going the right direction? Hard to say. Hard to say. Oh, man.
Agent Morgan, how much longer do you want to keep talking?
For as
Maybe
long
we
as it
should
takes
cut
to
the
drive
chit-chat
there?
and go get our official statements.
George is right. Let's head over to the forest park.
Am I even going the right way here? Map. I really wish I could zoom out more. Holy smokes, how far is this? Wait. I seem to have lost track of... Oh no, it's just the upper left corner still. Holy smokes. Okay, we need to eventually hit Flower Road, it looks like. Easier said than done, I'm sure. I wonder if I should just turn in somewhere soon. Or if I should just keep it going. Let's turn in, let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. That beautiful scenery. I like it. The sparkles! It's like coming into Drayton Valley. I may have taken a wrong turn. Also, the font is white. Okay, 4,000. We've still got a long ways to go. Owl Bridge. Alright, let's hang a right, see what happens. Maybe I'm going the right way. As long as there aren't any, like, bizarre road closures or anything. Or just dead ends. Uh-oh, uh-oh. My vehicle's not doing great. I'm running out of gas. What happens if I run out of gas? Oh, there's a gas station coming up. In theory. Where is it? On the other side of this hill? Or is that the place right there? Can't actually tell. No, that's like a junkyard. I suspect we're gonna want to gas up. Okay, here we go. Now, how do we actually get gas? Number 33, open. Crap, it's that game Oni-chan-bara.
Oh, I've never seen you here before. You in town to see some sights?
Gina the Rose, Jack's wife.
What's your name?
I'm Gina. Folks call me the Rose.
I'm Francis
Why,
York
though?
Morgan, FBI Special Agent. I'm investigating the death of Anna Graham.
FBI? Wow, how cool. And ooh, I like that scar.
Do you have any info on Anna or any suspicious individuals?
Ugh, I hate that complex stuff. Let's have a more simple conversation.
Simple.
Yeah. Do you want gas or not?
That is a yes. She's so bright.
Hmm.
Like scorching my eyes on this monitor. Okay, alright. Okay, Gina the Rose. Let's settle down here. Perfect for getting the car wash. Refuel. 26 bucks? Yes. I can't believe how expensive gasoline has become. Car wash. Yeah. I wonder if that'll actually repair the car. This is gonna take forever. Done. All right, there we go. Okay, back. Finish. Thanks, Gina. All right. Let's see if we can turn around without exploding. Oh yeah, so that repaired our car. How are we already down 1% gasoline? I feel like we got ripped off somehow. Lol at what? Which piece is lol?
Agent Morgan, how much longer do you want to keep talking?
And he's just upset
Maybe
at my
we should
attempts
cut
at
the chit-chat
conversation.
and go get our official statements.
George is right. Let's head over to the forest park.
I'm trying, but we got like so far to go. Okay. Ah! See that fancy maneuvering right there? That's why they call me York. Is that a train track? Oh no! Okay, we're fine. We're good. What's funny is somehow I'm like infinitely better at driving than the first time I played this game, where I could barely keep the car on the road. So I don't know if the driving has improved in the Switch version, or if I'm just way more skilled than I once was. Should I cut through this scary looking area? This is probably the worst possible idea. Let's see what happens. Is our car getting broken? No? We burn through gas so fast. Who made this car? Oh, okay. That took 7% off our car health.
Agent Morgan, how much longer do you want?
I keep trying.
Maybe
keep
we should
getting
cut
shut
the
down
chit-chat
in the
and
exact
get
same
our
way.
official statements.
George is right. Let's head over to the forest park.
Ah! This is so dangerous. Almost got some air there, though. Been sick. Okay, we're getting close. We might actually be on the right track. I totally thought taking this path would just, like, lead us completely astray. And it still might, because I might just explode or something. I have a feeling that if I wreck the car, it just says game over. I seem to recall that. Whoa! Alright. Nailed it. So, if anybody out there is into Twin Peaks, on Amazon.com and .ca, the Twin Peaks box sets, both the TV only and the complete Z to A package, they're on huge sale today. They come with everything. I guess I have to go on the other side to park. We made it, though. That was the narrowest road in history. I'm pretty sure that was like a pedestrian walkway. Oh, check this out. Oh, yeah.
Is this government land?
No, it's private. Owned by Harry.
This whole area?
See.
That's right. I'm sure I mentioned that he owns pretty much the whole town.
He used the money left by his father to buy up most of the town. Many town residents live on his land.
Zach, did you hear that? This entire park. A rich man's personal playground. These country rich folk are amazing. It all looks very well kept, too.
That smile. Uh-oh. We're in for
I'm
a
FBI
tone
Special
change.
Agent Francis York Morgan. Please call me York. It's what everyone calls me. And you are Jim Green?
That I am, son. I keep these woods.
Well, you're doing a fine job.
Well, I used to be a tree surgeon.
And these two discovered the bomb.
Yes, my
Those
grandchildren,
two creepy-
Isaac and
Creepy
Isaiah.
little children. And Isaac has so many A's. Just a tremendous amount of A's.
Zach, you see that? Twins. Just like in my dream. We gotta keep an eye on these two.
I'm sorry. Could we talk away from the boys? I want to help your investigation, but I don't want them to hear this.
Very well. Emily, please.
I'll just take
Emily,
him over there
please.
Thank you.
Hold on.
That's not how he said it
Don't
at
do
all.
anything without asking me. These children were the first to witness the crime scene. I want to talk to them.
Come on, they're just kids. They have no idea what really happened.
I like that protective
That doesn't
stance.
matter. You agree with me, right, Zach?
How heartless. Do you ever think of other people's feelings, ever?
Emily's right. That's stone cold, even for the sake of investigation.
Children see things in pure, simple terms. They may have seen something we adults would never spot, and they are here at our request as well. We could at least chat with them and see if they want to make a statement.
Are you serious?
I never joke about matters like this.
Ever.
Oh my god.
Don't worry. They aren't as fragile as you think. Look at them, standing so upright there.
His observational skills are potentially dodgy.
Now then, Isaac, Isaiah, tell me, what did you find here?
Anna, she was so pretty. She had a red dress on. Her hair was shining. Bright gold hair. There were lots of animals around her. Squirrel, weasel, and a snake. A real snake. We didn't know until then. But we know now. Anna was the fairy of the forest. She was a goddess. She smiled when she saw us. She looked so happy.
That's right, Isaac. Isaiah. She was a fairy. A
Just
goddess.
straight up lying to children now.
I'm sure she is playing with those animals even now.
Of course she is. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of
Most
course.
useful information, boys. Well, Emily, you can take them now.
Uh-oh.
Okay, Zach. This is where Anna's body was. And that means our unsub. Our unknown subject was here too. So,
Our unsub.
what happened here?
Technical terminology. I never noticed he had a no smoking symbol on his lighter. A man of contradictions. Spooky.
Anna. Ow! Crap! Jeez! I hate this. Why did it come to this?
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Let's get him. Let's bust some crates. Oh, look at my sweet poncho. You can tell I mean business. Alright, we got something here. Alright, we got one clue. Do we have to start profiling? Does it actually get us anything? Still haven't figured that out. Because if I recall, we end up watching this sequence like multiple times here. If it gives us money or something, then cool.
Anna.
Oh,
Ow!
I have to let everybody know here, because this is super exciting stuff. I have a commission for proper Slurpee Cup artwork for our subscription badges. That's right. It's gonna be so legit. There's a card. Oh, hey, there it is. How do I get it? Do I shoot it? Crime scene! Oh, there it is. Anagram. Alright. Okay, we got our mission knife. Take that, evidence. Meet the FBI. Can of pickles? Hell yeah. The pickles. Wait, there's something else there? Did I put it down? What did I do here? Oh, there was just so many pickles. Astounding. There's a rest stop where we can just go to sleep in the middle of the case. Is that the evidence we already found? The footprints? Or is this something else? Picture of a vest with holes. What? Let's put it together. What could it mean? So who do we think is responsible for this terrible crime? Is it Bob?
Oh no. Ow! Crap! Jeez! I hate this. Why did it come to this?
Okay. Let's just draw our gun and shoot a fence. When it goes to that static, it messes up the webcam quality. That's probably just because it's like super hard to encode crazy static like that. Static and smoke are like worst case scenarios for H.264 compression. So I think that because we only have like 6 megabit bandwidth on Twitch, it just can't handle it. If everything is still, actually it's hard, even the rain's probably messing with the quality a little. But I feel like that's part of the effect, right? It looks cool when the webcam messes up, right? Right? One thing I kind of want to do is set this stream back to 1080p one of these days. I know some people are having trouble watching it when I had like 6 megabit 1080p before, but we've been on 6 megabit 720 for a while, so maybe it's time. Here we go. We ready for that static? See what happens.
Oh no. Ow! Crap! Jeez! I hate this. Why did it come to this?
Alright, there we go. How many clues are we still missing? We got 1 left to find. I see a blue thing somewhere. Playing this game and knowing that it's like Twin Peaks Day makes me want to rewatch it. There was this part of me that looked at those box sets and wanted to get them even though I have everything in them, just to get a better quality version of Fire Walk With Me on Blu-ray. Oops. But there's a Criterion version of Twin Peaks Fire Walk With Me, but only costs like $45. It's like half the price of the, like, just full-on box set. Okay, what am... Oh, there we go. I see it. Alright, just blast some more evidence. I've also been reading a really good David Lynch book that Frog Druid bought me. So I'm in this total Twin Peaks Deadly Premonition mood. Alright, one more profile. This time the whole thing.
I haven't seen one of these in a long time. It's upside down. I guess this is meant to be an anti-peace sentiment then.
These holes on the ground were made by high stiletto heels all around
This
here.
song doesn't
this
match
depression.
the scene at all.
Here? Agent Morgan? I see what happened here. He hung her from the tree and put on her shoes. He was really enjoying it. Sicko.
George?
He knelt down. And disgusting.
Buckaroo, you're projecting.
George, you certainly have a vivid imagination. An interesting theory. Don't you think, Zach?
What was his name again? That Hollywood producer.
That's right. Joel. You really ought to introduce George to him, Zach.
Joel Schumacher.
Profiling is a little different from writing a screenplay, though. An idea being interesting doesn't make it fact.
Showdown.
Let me enlighten you, George. The footprints reveal that one of the heels were missing from the shoes. And they're different from Anna's shoes that we saw at the office.
It's even better that while discussing this murder,
There
it's
would be
playing the
even
song
more
Life is
disgusting
Beautiful.
evidence if he did kneel and, well, do as you suggested. If you want proof, go ahead and try it for yourself.
Okay.
He knelt here
Shots
for
fired.
a reason other than simple perversion.
Zach, what was he doing in front of Anna?
Profiling start.
Anna. Ow! Crap! Jeez! I hate this. Why did it come to this?
Whoa.
Now I get it. He was kneeling to pray in front of her. Just like the twins said. She was a goddess. The unsub, our unknown subject, offered prayers to Anna's body.
What's the point of shortening it to unsub if you keep explaining it?
Once dead Anna was transformed from an object of despite into one of worship.
What?
So, who is Miss Stiletto Heels? The steps are close coming up to the body, and then farther apart going away.
There was a reason to hurry away then.
That settles it then, George. Miss Stiletto Heels is a third party here. She's not the murderer. No one runs away from an object of worship. She could be another victim who was with Anna.
You watch countless episodes of Criminal Minds before you realize what an unsub was. So that is actual terminology? Damn, this game is realistic.
She is also one who took whatever it was Anna was holding on to in her hand.
But why? Why did she leave her here?
Because it's kind of a messed up scene.
Only Miss Stiletto Heels knows the reason for that. She might know something about the man with the reversed peace mark, too.
Should I watch Criminal Minds? Is that a thing I should check out?
How many women wear high stiletto heels in this town, do you think?
Oh, I should think most of them have at least one pair. I do too, before you ask. But nobody would come all the way out here
Unknown
wearing them.
subject.
Except maybe one person.
Don't keep me in the dark, then. Who might this elegant lady be?
Diane, the owner of the art gallery.
Diane.
But she's out of town for a big art auction. I heard she'll be coming back in a couple days.
Then we'll just have to give her a warm welcome home. A more immediate matter, then. Where in town can you find something like this? It should be a building that isn't used anymore, with either a lot of metal or metal machinery or something like that.
The old lumber mill.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say the car wreckers.
Time to really get
and I
this
was
show
wrong.
on the road. Could you guide me to this perfect setting for extravagant murder?
Can we save our game? I've heard this can be crashy, even on the Switch. So I want to save as many times as I can. Clear. Dang. Yes, I want to save.
The lumber mill is pretty far from
Oh
here.
no.
If that's where she was killed, why would the killer go to all the trouble of carrying her all the way here?
I don't know yet. My profiling instincts tell me one thing is for sure, though. The unsub's personality is totally different before and after the crime. The unsub killed her in a brutal, horrifying way, and then displays powerful adoration after she's dead. Something close to love. That could well be the key to all this. I will
All
say
right.
this, though, George.
Here we go again.
Profiling is a risky business. Of course, if the unsub planted those stiletto footprints himself, well then, everything I've just said falls apart. But there's no evidence that he left those stiletto footprints. I'm sure we have Miss Stiletto Heels to thank for those tracks. All I can do is deduce the unsub's feelings in light of the evidence, and carefully figure the unsub's MO, modus operandi, his way of thinking.
I like how he
Usually
keeps doing
unveils
it.
something that a normal forensic analysis may overlook.
Explains
That's my
the
way of
acronym.
profiling. It's not for everyone, but it works for me.
That's a great thing to do as an educator. Oh, listen to this music. Listen to this sweet synth. Oh no, it's raining. What if the handling gets worse? Hey, we have unlimited gas and damage? What?
When I
Sick.
first joined the force, this lumber mill was still in full swing.
Whoa!
It
Whoa!
closed up right when I first moved here.
And now it's totally abandoned.
I presume so. I've never really been inside, so I don't know for sure, but it sure is run down.
Deserted buildings are perfect for criminal hideouts and activities. I keep telling Harry to have the place torn down.
Probably. After all, it's already been used as the site of Anna's murder.
We don't know that for sure yet, Agent Morgan.
But that's right. We'll come to it. But the perpetrator selected the lumber mill.
Agent York, you seem very confident about this.
Confident. Confidence is a sweet spot between being rude and reckless. I'm just drawing natural conclusions from the facts that you've seen.
That sounds exactly like being full of confidence, at least to me, and to normal people with common sense.
Common sense can be the opposite of fact sometimes. Bear that in mind.
Oh, I will, Agent York. Thank you for another pearl of wisdom.
Either way, we'll know for sure by simply going to the lumber mill. So keep your pearls of wisdom to yourself, and let's hurry.
Well said, George.
Unlike
Can you
Agent
step
Cooper
on
in
it,
Twin
Agent York?
Peaks, everybody just hates York. Like, in Twin Peaks, everybody's just constantly in awe of Cooper's, like, strange big city detective techniques. But everybody here just thinks York is lame. Which, so far, from his actions, is not necessarily... Wait. Is that a frying pan? Oh, I can't get out. Can't pick it up. We're on a mission. dark and stormy afternoon. Almost there. We've almost got this. It's kind of funny that I know I haven't been playing this very long and it's kind of janky, but for some reason this game is reminding me that I really like video games.
Let's go and find out if your facts can be trusted.
A lot.
You're full of confidence, right? Let's get
Thank
to the
you, Swery.
lumber mill.
How do we get down there? This way? Got some N64 frame rates going on. Got some sweet music. It's a good night. I got a Slurpee. Who else has a Slurpee out there? I know at least one person does. Here we go. You wish it could happen. Could happen.
I'm
If
going
you go
in
to
alone.
711.ca/delivery, I think.
I can't concentrate on profiling with other people around me.
Now hold on a minute. We're investigating this case together.
Listen, I can't risk the crime scene being compromised by you two.
Plus, I'm probably going to shoot some
You're
demon
not the only
things.
professional law enforcement officer here, Agent Morgan. We know how to secure a crime scene.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. But this is how I operate. Furthermore,
Yes? Furthermore what?
to me, the outsider FBI agent, every citizen of this town is a suspect. You two could be in on this whole thing for all I know. I have to keep suspects out of the crime scene.
How can you
York.
say such a thing?
Uncouth son of a
Is he
gun.
making fun of us? We should have left him behind and come here by ourselves.
You're right. I've never been so insulted.
Sorry, but I'm just doing my job.
I've never been so insulted. Golf club, a rusty driver. Nice.
Did you hear that, Zach? If they're pros, then we should let every first-person shooter gamer out there join the SWAT team.
York. Chill out. Chill out, son.
Zach, they're here.
Oh man, there's gonna be a quick timer event. I know it. I just know it. BA XY. Okay, we got this, maybe. Ah, crap. Looks like a maze. Spooky. Oh! Oh!
Great. Bullseye.
Uh-oh.
Bullseye.
Bullseye. Great.
Amazing.
Amazing. Whew. Just remember that it's the opposite button to what your instincts tell you. That's the problem, though. When it goes so fast and it's instinctual, I don't have time to remember that I have to. You know what I mean? It's like it's too fast.
Bullseye.
The part that kills me though is I used to be like NES only, right? Like I was NES and Super NES, so this was the like natural button setup for me at one point. Okay, there's a guy who's chasing me. Where are you? You creepy little freak. That didn't get him. I hate this sound. Like, I know it's just somebody's recorded voice slowed down, but it's kind of creepy. I'm scared! Oh. Alright, come on. Oh, shit.
Nice shot. Bullseye. Nice shot. Bullseye. Bullseye. Great.
Great. I'm so happy that they didn't go with the, like, survival horror ammo situation. Yeah, it's funny. I think pre-Xbox, the NES controller layout made the most sense to me. But then everything went downhill. Or maybe it was Dreamcast. I think it was set up like the Xbox, maybe. Uh-oh. I'm all out of, inventory space. Here comes that really aggressive menu noise. You ready? Alright, let's, what do we have? Need a donut. Use. Stuffed your face. Perfect. The Duke controller came out with its weird diamond face buttons. Man, the Duke. Why? I remember, like, I was not a fan of that big controller. When the Xbox Type S controller or whatever came out, that was such a good day. Thought I saw a prompt there. Observe. Blood red logs. They look different from the trees up in the mountains. Never seen anything like these. That's fair. Blood red logs is my new... Not bad. It's just a bad name. Never mind. It's kind of funny, like, some people legitimately seem to like the Duke controller, to the point where they did that reissue of it, but it's just, man, that thing was clunky. Like, and I like the Dreamcast controller. Oh god. Here's that guy. Here's that guy. Okay. B-A-Y-X. B-A-Y-X. No! B-A-Y-X. B-A-Y-X. And then I don't remember which is like ZL and which is L. You like the Duke? Like, the joysticks and everything on the Duke were fine. It just
as
I
I
don't know.
thought, Zach.
It just
This is where Anna was killed.
seemed a little absurd. I was Type S. You know, I think the part that I didn't like was that it didn't have a logical place for the black and white buttons, right? It didn't have bumpers. It had two triggers, and then it had the black and white buttons in a funny place. And I think that the Type S controller, if I recall, moved the black and white buttons to be more in line with the other ones. Or maybe I'm making that up. It's been a while.
Hey.
Oh, here comes that compression horror. Yeah, that's the thing I forgot about this controller, is it wasn't until, like, the 360 controller that they added bumpers, right? That sounds bad.
Too much noise. We're still missing a vital piece of the puzzle.
Alright. find here? PAYX. The hell's that sound? Black and white buttons were up and to the right of the face buttons on the Duke and below the face buttons on the S. Hey, sweet. It's a machine gun. Oh, I actually have ammo for this. Who needs it? So which was more comfortable in your opinion for the black and white buttons? Did it make more sense on the S? The placement? In my head, it made a lot more sense. I just can't remember.
Zach, it's almost like an altar.
It's so weird, like, I actually forgot
Is the
until
murder some kind of ritual?
sort of talking about it right now that it even had the black and white buttons. What a strange setup that was. Oh, that's gonna be a combat pit. Go down there. See what happens. Looking at pictures, they both don't look great. Fair enough. Yeah, the 360 controller was a huge step up. I like the Xbox One controller, but I actually feel like it's not dramatically better than the 360 controller was. They just nailed that one so hard. And I really liked the 360. D-pad's better. Yeah, D-pad was not... D-pads are tough. I think it's because apparently Nintendo has a patent on their style of D-pad, so everybody else has to do things in a slightly strange way. D-pad's better on the one. That is true. It was super mushy on the 360. Remember that weird one where, like, the D-pad twisted and, like, protruded more for certain, you know, it was useful for certain games, I guess. Just a bunch of pipes. Yeah, just to solve how mushy the D-pad was. I remember trying to play fighting games on the 360. I don't remember which one, like some Street Fighter Anniversary Edition or something, and it was like, it was rough. This place is kind of confusing. Didn't help though, the convertible D-pad was still bad. That sucked. Alright, can I shoot something? How you usually solve puzzles, right? Bullets. That's so weird. Alright, I got a pipe. Presumably to break through something. I haven't found any clues yet. Better look for a key. Do it. I'll just keep taking pipes. Toolbox. Observe. It's still just a pipe. Looks like a ladder I can use. It was good though, that era of like getting dual joysticks properly. I guess like the DualShock on PS1 technically had two joysticks, right? I remember those being kind of hard to use, like being so close to the middle. Although I guess I got used to it in the PS3 era. Alright. It's hard to go back to like the Dreamcast though with only one joystick. could that be?
Where are you hiding?
Oh man. Yeah, the dual analog controller first that didn't have rumble, just the sticks. Yeah.
Hey. Come here.
It's like actually kind of creepy. Yike. Sporku! What? Remembering all the time we played GoldenEye with the janky N64 FPS controls boggles your mind. Yeah, I remember, like, I was playing tons of PC first-person shooters at that time. And I had it set up, what was the control scheme, where you could use the face buttons like a camera? So I would hold it like, having the joystick in one hand, and then kind of clawing the buttons for my look and shooting with... I don't even know how I shot. There was like a trigger or something behind it. It was messy. I think that's why Halo was such a big deal. It was like the first time I felt like on console a first-person shooter was really fun to play. What is Sporku? What's going on there? How you doing, Saba? We better shave so that we don't end up as a stinky agent, which is apparently a thing. I think that was an achievement on the 360, Frog Druid was saying. Extra dollars for shaving. Perfect. Okay. Any cool new suits? Same ones. We're just gonna stick with the standard. The Dale Cooper. GoldenEye was a huge deal, because it was like an original console FPS that was actually good. But yeah, Halo was like the one where it felt right. It's like Scray, so Scray, too Scray, mayhaps. Smoked salmon. Let's put that in the toolbox. The best place to hide salmon. Is there more here? No, that's it. Okay. We're gonna check this. Ah, we got the key. Perfect. Time Splitters was pretty good too. I forgot about Time Splitters. I didn't play a ton of Time Splitters. I remember playing the demo for Time Splitters 2 like a bunch, but I didn't own it. So that is a blind spot in my, like, gaming history. Who made Time Splitters? Wasn't it, like, some of the GoldenEye team or something? Or am I making that up?
Bullseye. Nice shot. Nice shot. Yes.
There's probably one to my left. I wonder if you can play Time Splitters with like backwards compatibility or anything. Actually, so I figured out, I probably said this already, but I figured out how to stream my PS3, and I have a 60 gig full backwards compatible PS3. I found an HDMI splitter that strips HDCP, so I can finally actually stream from from that system. So I've been wanting to kind of do like some Silent Hill or something. You know what else would be fun to stream? Although I'd need to figure out how to like get Component out or something, or maybe just find a Wii. It would be fun to play Eternal Darkness, because I never played through Eternal Darkness. Extra Rare Employees, okay, that makes sense. Because the aiming system, I recall, felt like GoldenEye, but at like a high frame rate, right? I think the Xbox version was like 60 frames. Ah! Fiend.
Bullseye. Great.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Eternal Darkness? Best GameCube game ever?
Amazing. Yes.
It's like one of those games where I've seen clips and like seen people play parts, but I've never just sat down and played through that game.
Nice shot.
I didn't own a GameCube for very long. Like, I was in somebody else's stream earlier today. Because while I'm working, I just have stream on in the background on one of my computers. And he was playing Metroid Prime, and I was like, I never played any of those. The guy's asking me, like, why not? How did you miss those? And it was like, I only owned a GameCube for maybe 6 months. I had 2 GameCubes. One to play Wind Waker, and one to play Resident Evil 4. So I think I had a purple one and the platinum one. And both times it was like, that wasn't when I had a whole lot of cash, so I was trading in games all the time and stuff. So I'd play those, I'd sell the console to somebody for probably not enough money. But that's how you played games back then. Traded in everything that you could play the next thing. At least that was my experience. Still have yours? Nice. Still work? Rest all over. Won't budge without a good whackin'. Any tools handy, Zach? Yeah. Yeah, there are. Whack! 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 Have you used yours to play Animal Crossing more than you ever used it? That checks out. I believe it. I did whack it! Well, what else can I do? I thought I smacked that thing as good as it could be smacked. Oh, there we go. I just missed. Oh, this is some Silent Hill shit right here. You have HDMI out for the GameCube? Oh, I thought that was gonna kill me. Ah! No!
Yes.
York had the exact opposite reaction to me that time. Something might be hiding behind the machinery, and I'm not keen on finding out what. I mean, I guess, like, you could use a Wii or a Wii U? No. Would Wii U play GameCube games? Also does N64 too. Nice! Huge upside-down peace mark's been drawn on the steam engine tank. Any idea what it means, Zach? Yeah, it's probably that symbol that we've been looking for. Have you seen the M cable yet, Saba? I was watching somebody's stream and they were using a GameCube and they were talking about this processor. It's not the actual cable they bought, it's like a little dongle. It's so like the deal with the M cable is that it's like an HDMI cable or a dongle that also does like upscaling and anti-aliasing and all that, which sounds like garbage. Like you hear that, you're like, okay, great, a cable that smooths your image and stuff like that. But he has this version, it's a little dongle that you plug the HDMI into, and then it's got an HDMI male on the other end that you plug into your system. And he was showing it on stream, playing Sonic DX, I think, on GameCube. It actually works. It looks dramatically better. I don't know how they do it. It's some like little computerized image processing unit that I guess doesn't add a lot of input lag, and it just looks really good. So that's kind of wild. Who knew? Should use it on this game. On this Switch game. The Switch port of an Xbox 360 game that somehow looks just... Why are there babies crying? Who was letting this happen? This is grimy, man. This is actually Silent Hill-ish. Oh, here we go. Eat it, box. Golf club. Take it. Can't do it. Toolbox. Perfecto. I'm gonna have the most loaded toolbox the world has ever known. Unlike the actual toolboxes at my house. We got this CRT. Sick. There's no way an enemy would pop out of me here. No way they'd put enemies in here. Okay. Spooky. Flush or observe. Full of murky water, a sickly blackish red color. Yat. So last time I fought this guy was a quick time event. Is he like hunting me this time? Mr. X. Nothing here of any interest to me. Ah!
Bullseye. Great.
I hate it. Escape. I wish I could walk and aim. Like some fancy modern gamer.
Don't want to die.
Dude, shut up. That was probably harsh. What am I gonna do when Axe Guy comes again? I have to remember my freaking buttons. Yeah, Saba, if you're still there, we should do an Eternal Darkness stream. Are you game? Would you be game for that? We can call it Eternal Dankness. Can't get through this rubble. Alright, we gotta climb. Stars.
Amazing.
For a second I thought that was Axe Guy. Oh!
Great. Yes. Amazing.
He was just there. Crowbar. Crowbar. Okay, observe. It's probably just gonna say we can't get through there. Yeah. Okay, here we go. We will confront this weeping baby. Actuality! Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? Okay. Things are getting a little tense here. Oh man! You got the emote. That's cool. That is awesome. What am I looking for in here? I see the space. Looks like I'm gonna get attacked by a lot of things. This is my first actual playthrough of Deadly Premonition, despite this being the 4th time I bought this game. It's going well. I didn't realize, I started playing this a couple nights ago and didn't realize the 10th anniversary was happening. So, how serendipitous. I remember I tried to play through it a couple times earlier, and I was so bad at driving on the 360 version that I just couldn't do it. This time, I feel like I've matured as a human being, and I feel like I can do this properly. I say right before I get mauled, I'm sure. Alright, we gotta go in the room full of scary things. Okay. Driving's not any better, but your capacity to tolerate it is. Exactly. Wait, what? It's just a bunch of gears. Alright. For a second, it looked more sinister inside that box. My imagination took over. Uh-oh. Part of my problem here, too, is that I'm not super familiar with the Nintendo button layout, so if there are QuickTime events, there's a good chance it's gonna end. Oh my goodness.
Bullseye. Amazing.
Oh! Dead corpse of Nightbot. Oh no! Man. That man had the iron gut. Oh, you're still there.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, Axe Guy didn't show up there. That's what I was afraid of. Can I throw this in the... Nah, whatever. That's okay. Who needs it? Oh, let's, maybe shoot that. Anything fancy in there? Nay. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Oh, man. Which way are they gonna be? Oh. Ah! They actually came out this time. That's handy. I didn't just get ambushed. Uh-oh!
Bullseye. Yes.
Did Windows just yell at me about something? Apparently. Wonder what. Observe. Nothing here of any interest to me. Okay. Has no interest in that toilet, but this one, it's okay. Stabilizer. I don't know if I have... Yeah, I do have room for that. Handy. Alright, is there anyone else in here? Is there going to be any negative consequence to me just running around flushing toilets? I hope not. Okay. Uninteresting toilet. And another. Toilet stabilizer? Yeah. I'm not even gonna pretend that's weird. That's just toilet stabilizer. It's just how it is. So Saba, are you game with doing an Eternal Darkness stream with me sometime? I feel like that would be super fun. Waha! Are they gonna come out of those shadowy areas behind me too?
Shot. Nice shot.
Because that would be unsportsmanlike. All right. I don't know that character's name yet. He's just red coat guy doing a dab. Please don't be a quick time sequence. Like how I'm leaning. Look around the corners, because that works.
Great. Amazing.
I'll just pretend it's because I've been playing too much VR, although I haven't.
Bullseye. Bullseye.
I think I may have just straight up murked a soccer mom. Have I been fractal leveling in Destiny 2? I put the fractaline in the obelisks for 2 weeks and got the return. Now I have to donate them. Let's try and sleep, but you will lurk. Godspeed. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. You have the best emote. It's incredible. I will take your words and use them to drive the fear from my heart. And to pass quick time sequences. I feel like I've gone very far in this facility.
Amazing. Amazing.
Did you see her matrix dodge me there?
Amazing. Yes.
QTE, not a game for you then? So far there have been like maybe 2 QuickTime events. Maybe not even. Maybe it was just the one. And it just resonated with me strongly because I failed at it so hard. Alright, let's shoot that barrel. I forgot about your aversion to QuickTime sequences. Did you ever play Shenmue, Saba? The originator of the QuickTime sequence? Alright, we got a couple things here. Let's try this first. Alright, before I hit this, gotta drink some Slurpee real quick. Okay. I'm ready. Gearbox. Aha! We didn't just pick it up for nothing. Gear fits the recess like a glove. We should be able to move the elevator now. Okay. Do we want to move the elevator yet? Or should I explore the depths of this facility? I feel like there's so much more this place has to offer me. Like this hallway. With that barrel. Somebody behind me. Somebody above me. I probably should shoot those barrels before I go down there, so I don't wildly fire after something jumps out and scares me. Oh! Or even better. Seriously, who's making those sounds? Some kind of lumber mill pervert. We all know one. Okay. To the elevator. Here we go. Turn on. What's the worst that can happen? I'm so used to in elevators, like in action games, you know, you're going up or down the elevator and 10 billion enemies just like leap in. Ah! Dang it! Well, now what? See? Exactly! Or not. Okay. Alright, I'm just panicking. That's all. Heek.
Huh?
Wait, what? What are you doing? Whoa, creepy red hair. Sorry, I meant damaged red hair. Profile.
Hey. Come here.
And then things go very south. I'm still not sure if I actually have to hit A to profile every time I find a piece of evidence or not. Yike. See? Enemies on elevators, it's a thing. That's why I don't use elevators in real life. Ever. Huh. See that footwork? Huh. Yeah. Okay, alright. Looks like the power's out. We'll need to restore power to move this elevator, Zach. Oh yeah, let's save. Just in case things get crashy on us. Yes! Perfect, I feel safe. Keep dry. Alright. Keep these crates dry in hell! Hey, sweet. That actually got me somewhere. I like it. Alright, let's shoot this small wooden fence. To maintain our pipe's structural integrity. Alright. Bar. Toolbox. Everything in the toolbox. Hopefully the toolbox has unlimited space, or I'm actually going to have to make tough decisions going forward. That ain't my thing. Alright. Lollipop. Observe. Get through this rubble. Alright, no problem. No problem at all. We'll just go through this door. Everything will be just fine. Oh, you fiends.
Great.
Great.
Nice shot.
Amazing.
Amazing. Yes. Amazing.
What is this door? creepy kindergarten art project. Actually, that's way advanced past kindergarten. Oh, there's bloody handprints on the walls here, by the way. We're going into some Blair Witch stuff. Maybe I should just look at that first. I was afraid it was going to be a door that would take me to, like, the next area. But perhaps I should actually just check it out. Master key, hey! Use that on this. There are no handprints around the part where a doorknob should be. A somewhat weird design, it seems. Alright, fine. I will go this way. Look at the size of that handprint. Something's amiss. There's no way they'd put enemies here, right? Oh man. No, sir.
Amazing.
Amazing. Got more first aid or bullets? I got so much first aid going on. Uh-oh.
Yes.
I think our mascot Bee may be getting restless.
Don't want to die.
What are you doing, Bee? We gotta throw a B mode in chat. Or 3. Someday I feel like I should get a cat cam. Just for her to promptly never be in the place where it's set up. Because that seems on brand. Alright, I want in here. Open! Kick it in, York. Another pipe. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. Let's just, like, use this pipe to break this box. And throw it away. Huh. Who needs it? And then grab this one. Feeling good about that. Feeling like I've mastered the meta. But yeah, Saba, what's going on with the fractal leveling? Anything new and exciting? Whoa. My brain just short-circuited there for a second. Because I've invested for 2 weeks, so now I should have enough to throw the 5,000 in for donation, right? That makes sense, I think.
Amazing. Amazing. Bullseye.
I was watching a Leopard stream earlier this morning.
Amazing.
And he was trying to get, like, one triumph left or something. And could not get it because he had to play, like, can't remember which multiplayer mode. But there was some random hacker that just kept following him every round. It was brutal. Smoking sexy style, triple S rank. My excellent shooting. How's it going, Pokechuno? What's new? Is there gonna be a boss battle? What is up with this tree? The Hang Loose store? What? What? Did I win? Was that actually a battle? Doorknob. Oh! Okay. Not much, just brushing poodles. That sounds intense. For fun and profit? I don't know much about, like, the poodle, like, fur situation. Dog show coming up. That's intense.
Yes.
Although I know almost nothing about it other than that, what was the movie Best in Show? That's like the extent of my dog show knowledge. That's pretty rad, though. What's making those creepy squishy noises? Ah!
Nice shot. Great. Amazing.
So how intense is the dog show life? Because if that movie that was clearly fiction told me anything, it seems pretty intense. When you donate, you buy 4 weapon bounties, and then donate until they complete, then repeat. Well, that would have made more sense than what I did. Which was just like, not bother having weapon bounties. Oops. I'm good at Destiny. The doorknob is shaped like a hand. Classy for a lumber mill. We'll need a little handshake to open the door. That's a serious handshake. Okay, got it. I like how he doesn't look scared, he just looks offended. You got peeled off fake fingernail. Alright, let's observe. Let's analyze. Yeah, dog shows, that's rad. I have a cat. We can't take her to a cat show because she's... She basically lives in a cat cone this year. She's a jerk. Lots of politics, surprisingly. Found out a lady was offering a judge favors for some points? Cutthroat. That's nuts. I just got an invite to a party. That's exciting. Okay. Man, I'm actually nervous of fighting Axe Guy, whose name I still don't know. Okay, we gotta be getting close to the showdown. Alright, steel pipe. The ultimate box destroyer. Okay, should I shoot that barrel? Yes! I wonder if that lady's dog was in on the scheme. Uh-oh!
Huh?
They were plotting. Did he just walk past me? And also, I saw him in a mirror. Am I the killer? That makes no sense. That this FBI agent who randomly arrived in the town after the killer would be the killer, but maybe. Or this game was inspired by Lynch. After watching what did Jack do, it sounds weird as hell. Yeah, so from what I can tell, I haven't played much of this yet. It is more than inspired by Twin Peaks. This is basically the closest thing we're gonna get to a proper Twin Peaks adventure game that exists. It's I was reading somewhere recently that in its original form, it drew the ire of lawyers involved with Twin Peaks. So, yeah. It's great though. It definitely has that like bizarrely like 50s style innocent juxtaposed. I need more caffeine. Juxtaposed with like the absolute horror of Lynch. Juxtaposed. And I'm not actually sure when the 10th anniversary of this game is, but I've heard it was, I think, this week. And then Twin Peaks, its opening scene begins on like February 24th, when 1989 or something like that. So I'm wondering if this actually released on the date that Agent Cooper went into Twin Peaks. What did Jack do? Is that like a video series or something? Yeah, sadly, like, you've joined at the part where it's just me wandering around corridors and not the part where I'm driving around town talking to total weirdos. I love that this game exists, though. Like, it's one of those how did this happen sort of games. It seems way too ambitious for its budget, which is pretty wild. No! I got it! I just did a QTE. I'm a master. I followed M. Heidinger's advice and pressed the opposite button to what I thought I should press. This is one of those games that makes me yearn for being on breaks in university. I wish I could just spend like 2 full weeks doing nothing but playing this. And I also really want to rewatch Twin Peaks Season 3. That's been something that, like, for the past few months, I just keep wanting to go back. It's been just long enough that I'm a little fuzzy on the details, and I really need to rewatch it. Oh! 15-minute film on Netflix about... I totally watched that. That was the interrogation of the chimpanzee or whatever, right?
Nice shot.
I just forgot the name. Yeah, that was a good one. How did that not click? Did you watch Twin Peaks? Or was like, what did Jack do, a David Lynch intro? I still love that that was a thing that Netflix... I don't know that they paid for it. I think it was, I think it aired at a film festival or something, maybe a couple of years early. But I love that that's sort of just like a random addition to the Netflix catalog. I just hope that somebody stumbles across it completely at random, because I feel like that would be beautiful. Sort of like I wish that all those Adult Swim shorts, like unedited footage of a bear, I wish that I had seen those at 2 in the morning on Adult Swim with no context. Uh-oh. Oh, sweet. Save point. Never watched Twin Peaks? It's well before your time. It was on Netflix. They had seasons 1 and 2 on Canadian Netflix for a long time. I'm not sure if they still do. Today being Twin Peaks Day, they have the box sets available on Amazon. I think the sale might still be going on. It's like $50 for the entire series, and $99 for the deluxe edition that also comes with Fire Walk with Me, the movie. It's... Twin Peaks is something special. David Lynch for me was like sort of an acquired taste. I watched, I don't know, I'd seen a bunch of his movies, but I think Lost Highway was the first one that I was really hyped for, because I'm a Nine Inch Nails fan, and like Trent Reznor worked on the soundtrack, and I was like, I need to see this. Didn't know about Lynch before that short film. Oh man. Okay. Okay. You have such a beautiful new world to explore. He can be hard to get into, but there's such a treasure trove in that guy's film catalog.
I see you.
Like, to me, Mulholland Drive is still, I think, the scariest movie I've ever watched, even though it's not really a horror movie in the strictest sense. Wild at Heart with Nicolas Cage and Laura Dern. Madness. It's basically David Lynch retelling The Wizard of Oz with Nicolas Cage as a dude wearing a snakeskin jacket going around on a murder spree. Yeah, Twin Peaks is this bizarrely wholesome cable TV pseudo soap opera show that goes to some of the darkest, creepiest places that you can possibly imagine. And by season 3, it's wild, and you see that it influenced so many things. Uh-oh. Alright, fella. Let's hide quickly. Totally hidden. There's no way he'll find me in this. This is kind of intense. I can't leave now. There's no way he would find me in here. Oh crap, there's another one on the right in the dark. I think I hit R, or did I hit ZR? R's the bumper, right? Okay, when he goes in that... Oh no! One thing you heard about Twin Peaks is the corn is evil. Garmonbosia. Evil creamed corn. Actually, it's not that it's evil. I think it represents suffering. I don't know what to do. When should I burst out? Like now? Uh-oh. I've waited too long, haven't I? he gonna leave or is he just gonna make the rounds again? Oh no! Ugh. That was quite intense. Okay, alright. Our stress meter is kind of high. Can I save? Let's save.
Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's go.
Yeah, I feel like with Twin Peaks, if you can get past the first episode, that's all you need to do before you get hooked. Hopefully. I was sort of sold on that thing from minute one, but when I've recommended it to people, a lot of them say that the first episode was just a bit of a struggle for them. So there's the one warning, I guess. All right, where to? Back down the elevator? There's a lot of coffee in this. Oh, crap. Oh! Oh! I'm doing these quick times. Uh-oh. Do I hold A? Okay, there we go. Should I actually be pushing this? Is this helping me in any way? Ah! What was X? What does X do? Yeah, coffee plays a big role in both the show and this game. Come on, York! Although I've never been as cool as, like, Agent Dale Cooper. I can't drink coffee without cream and sugar. And I feel like... Oh crap, that's the wrong button! No! I hit B instead of A. Am I dead? Alright, we made it. I thought that was an insta-death. Come on. Don't just casually open that door, man. What the hell? You see that sweet roll? Wait! No! No, 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 no! What did I do? I ran into the steam? Come on. Coffee talk. I'm not gonna lie, from the earlier sections of this game, I did not expect it to get intense. You fiend!
Great. Amazing.
Oh yeah, also, David Lynch, Blue Velvet. Man, can't miss that. The movie that's still quoted when anybody ever orders Pabst Blue Ribbon or Heineken. Alright, turn this on. Hopefully that's the right thing. I think I'm supposed to leave. Maybe? I like how this is just my profiling method. This is how I catch a killer. I just go into a hell world. While the small town cops are just hanging out outside waiting for me. Oh no. I still get the Nintendo buttons backwards. Oh. Is this a Resident Evil game? Oh, just wait. Just wait till I'm not in the investigation horror sequence. Is weird. It's the jankiest open world driving with utterly bizarre characters who seem to be strangely well written. Okay, why? Please don't make me do another button. Whoa. Leave me alone, man. ZR. Which one's that? That's the trigger. Okay. Alright. It's time for sure. I think I hit the bumper. Bumpers R, trigger ZR. Alright. We probably got this maybe. Sort of. Alright, first we evade. Hopefully it doesn't change these buttons. Okay, then we hit Y. Then we hit B. Weird Nintendo B. Then we hit the right trigger. Damn, York. Got a torn piece of red raincoat. Perfect, we have all the clues. Our profile is complete. Is the killer wearing a strange wig, or is that just the hood? I can't tell.
That's all the information we need, Zach. Let's go back and show them what we found.
That is possibly why it's called Deadly Premonition. I think it was called Red Seeds Chronicle or something in Japan. So I'm not sure if the name actually matches or if it was just some random marketing thing. Like if you look at the original cover for the Xbox version, it's like one of those horror movies that just has a random Photoshop like clip art image. Did everybody leave him? Sorry, stock photo, not clip art. Like the cover for Absentia.
seen any of these
Great
things
horror
before?
movie. Terrible cover.
No, not that I know of. But that raincoat is a little odd.
Odd. In a town where it rains so much?
Well, the people here rarely go out in the rain.
What?
I moved here during high school, and I never really understood why. Can you shed some light on this, George?
Oh, well, there's an old story, folklore. It's a fairy tale, to me. Something about a killer in a raincoat who appears on rainy nights. A vicious
Interesting.
killer in a bright red raincoat. Yeah, that was it. Just a foolish piece of superstition. A rubbish story someone made up. Not many people still believe it, but I guess it's a traditional place. Most of the shops still close up when it rains. School's out too. And since there's no reason to go out, not many people ever wear raincoats.
And now the raincoat killer has leapt out from his
The
picture book.
Raincoat Killer. We have a pseudo name.
Oh, by the way, would you two kindly show me your backs?
What?
Our backs? Is this related to the case?
The person with the upside-down peace mark in that photo we found. He's our killer.
And what makes you so sure about that?
Zach and I saw him kill Anna in the
Who is
lumber mill.
Zach?
He killed her. Right in there. Oh, one thing. Please don't ask me about Zach. That's
It's
a
alright.
private matter.
Anyway, by showing me your backs, we can clear up most of my concerns about you.
Then we can be
Isn't
friends.
that for the best? You do want to remove yourselves from the suspect list.
What's the screaming
It will
in
make
the
things a
background?
lot easier.
This is insane. Your methods are rude, insulting, and out of the question.
Like the
And
weird
Emily
music?
is a female officer. Forcing her to show you her back is harassment. I don't care if you are FBI
Oh, that, like,
or not.
weird chirping?
You are out of line.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. This music also
George,
has super
It's
inappropriate...
okay. Let's just show him and get it over
Or the game
with.
has super inappropriate music.
Are you
cues.
crazy?
Look, we flash our backs and he'll start trusting us a little more. Right? Agent York?
If it plays the weird, creepy whistling song in this scene, I won't even be surprised anymore. So bright.
Are you satisfied now?
Yes. My apologies.
Just a little bit ago.
Now you, George.
Yeah, okay.
I'll almost have to go
Can't
back.
refuse it now,
Listen to
can I? But don't expect to get your way all the time, Agent Morgan.
I think I've just, like, stopped paying attention to the weird sounds in this game. It's just part of the experience.
Huh?
George!
What are these scars?
Just like your Mr. Zack. Something private. I don't have to tell you about it.
Of
All
course. Just like Zach. We can understand that, right, Zach?
Anyway, this will make things a lot easier from now on. I'm glad to say you're both pretty much off the hook. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh no. I'm gonna have to drive again.
If anyone is suspicious around here, it's him. He's the most suspicious.
No, I don't think so. But he certainly is the most irritating.
We've studied the
Why not
codes.
give him holy angelic music?
You know what we have to do
That's
next.
fair.
George, can we arrange to have the townfolk gather in one place?
George is beautiful
There's
too.
some things I want to address with the townfolk.
Very well. I'll arrange to have as many as possible gather in the community center tomorrow.
Thank you, George.
Thank you, George. total number of continues, like 700 now. I can live with that. Hopefully there's no, like, penalty for continuing too many times. Because I promise I'm gonna keep failing QTEs. Is this music legit from the game? Yes. This music is 100% from the game. I'm not playing anything else. It's just really weird. And it's great. A lot of the music is great. It's just... kicks in at strange times.
Thomas.
Here's the whistling
Agent
song.
Morgan, it's past 2100. Let's meet up again at the community center tomorrow. I haven't been sleeping much since this all started, to be honest. I'm exhausted.
I was just about to suggest the same thing.
I'll make arrangements for people to gather between 1500 and 1700. I'll try and get as many people as I can to come, so don't be late, okay? Don't be late.
I'll be there.
The community center on the south side. I've marked it on your map.
Thanks, Thomas.
Well then, see you tomorrow.
What happens if I'm late? Da, 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 da. I should go to bed soon. Yes. There's a card somewhere, though. How do I get that? Have you heard that music before? Where's this card? That way. Can I get in there? Dang it! Is there a way in here? Come on. Come on. Well, let's just gun down a fence. Perhaps. Except I still don't see a way in there. Maybe I'll come back for that card later. Interim. Let's get in this car. Let's go to bed. It's an inside joke you never understood until now. A Deadly Premonition themed joke. I like it. Okay, that's bed, I assume. Hopefully that isn't the community center. Oh, this is the wrong way. Ugh! Driving in this game is... it can be tough. I don't think I can get out there, can I?
Zach, picking up from where we left off, speaking of 80s movies, one jewel in the rough springs to mind. Deadly Spawn. Do you remember that one, Zach?
Back in '83.
Deadly Spawn.
Directed by Douglas McCann.
I have the soundtrack on vinyl behind me.
It was filmed pretty cheap, but still it was pretty good. The monster design with the mouth crammed full of teeth, I loved it. So many delicious B-movie cliches. Did you know that they made a sequel? But I never got to see the sequel. The rental store didn't have it for some reason.
I'm in the same
They said
boat
the
on that.
staff for the sequel was totally different from the original. Wonder how the sequel turned out. You know, the monster in that one responded to sound.
Wait, Zach. Sounds a lot like the movie Tremors.
I love
I
these
think that
random
one was
movie
back
discussions.
in '89, directed by Ron Underwood. Now that was a great role for Kevin Bacon. Masterpiece.
Zach, that one had sequels like crazy. I remember there was a fourth one. I've only seen the first one, though.
Apparently there was going to be like a Tremors TV series with Kevin Bacon finally coming back. Sci-Fi didn't pick it
Zach,
up.
is there something here that you want to check out?
I'm
We
upset
need to be
about
at the
it.
community center by 1500 today. Just think of talking in front of all those people. What do you think, Zach? It's going to get...
I've been told that you have to save this game as often as humanly possible. Okay, car. Where can I sleep? there like a rest stop? Uh-oh. That didn't work. Oh, man. Driving is a bit of a challenge in this. Okay, we're at 96% fuel. I don't even know if you can fuel up at night. Since I think businesses actually operate on...
I think Fred Ward was in it. You say Fred Ward, and I say Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins.
Oh, man.
That one was back in '85, I think. Directed by Guy Hamilton. Guess Hamilton was aiming to start a series like 007, but it had no sequels. A real shame. Do you remember the martial arts they used in that film? Called Sinanju? The ultimate in martial arts, using no weapons at all. Remo's Master Chun ran across water, remember? And he loved soap operas. Man, that was a good character. He was played by Joel Grey, the best supporting actor in Cabaret.
Whoa! Come
Of course,
on, car.
in Remo, he had so much makeup on, you couldn't tell.
Remo Williams. I remember seeing that as a kid and thinking it was terrifying because it was like climbing the Statue of Liberty or something. It seemed real high up. So scary. Okay. I haven't crashed. We're doing fine. Uh-oh. Tunnel. I feel like I should fear this. Oh! Those are not crates. Those are boulders. Watch out for those. Just 5-starred all the preppers in the first area of Death Stranding. After doing the wind farm, it'll be a month before you touch the game again. I'm not much further than last time. I haven't done the last kind of Hartman quest, if that's the last quest. I just went back to the earlier area and started trying to get like the weather station and the cosplayer and everybody all 5-starred. I did some of that off stream because I was like, man. Oh, come on. Camera. Stop it. That's probably not where I want to go.
Now, Joel Grey's daughter is, of course... That's
Dirty
Jennifer
Dancing?
Grey. You knew that, right, Zach?
Jennifer Grey. She's in one of my most favorite movies, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, 1986, directed by John Hughes. That one was so 80s.
Zach, you're not the most cheerful guy I know. But you really do like those cheerful movies.
We used to love those teenage movies back then, didn't we? Breakfast Club and Pretty in Pink, St. Elmo's Fire, and Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That last one was in 1982, directed by Amy Heckerling. Now that was an impressive film. You've got Sean Penn in the lead, with Jennifer Jason Leigh and Phoebe Cates, not to mention Nicolas Cage and Forrest Whitaker were in it too. And the original book and the script were written by Cameron Crowe. How could that not be a great film?
Fair point.
Remember, Zach?
When that movie ended, the last words, the end, was from an arcade game. That's right, it was from Missile Command. That stuck in my head for a while. The memories. I feel like I have a lot of movies to catch up on.
Oh man, me
Let's just
too.
hope we can get to the end of this case soon.
Whoa.
Then
whoa.
maybe we can catch
Okay.
up on a few.
Little
Give some thought
squirrely.
about what movie you want to see next, Zach.
What movie do I want to see next? Hard to say. I think we might be Zach. I'm not 100% sure. Is this a community center? Am I here stupid early? Without sleeping or showering? Looks like it's closed. What?
Zach, Emily arranged for people to come between 1500 and 1700.
We can't do anything here right now. Let's come back at the right time.
Where do I sleep, though? I have no concept of where anything is. Especially because the map, I can't zoom it out far enough to actually see where landmarks are. Unless I'm doing it wrong. But I suspect... So if I go to the map... Oh, I'm almost almost out of gas, aren't I? Title, option, profile, credit card, key flag, map. Here we go. This is as zoomed out as I can get. How do I tell where I'm supposed to sleep? Okay, here's town. What's this? Diner with suspects. Seriously though, where's the hotel we sleep at? Ryan's house. Crap, where am I? R and ZL toggle map. Oh, hey, I can just find places. Harry's Mansion, Sheriff's Department, Galaxy of Terror, Greenville Hospital. Polly, this is where we sleep. Can I put down a waypoint? No. No, I can't. Okay. Alright, so I just go south for a while. Is there no way I can put down a waypoint? Dang, okay. That sound. Alright, south. South. South-ish. Maybe. We are going south, right?
Okay, Zach. I've been thinking about what movie I'd like to watch next.
Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust.
Decision.
It's always hard to narrow it down just to one movie, but I've put a lot of thought into this, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. 1975.
I have never
Directed
watched
by Steven
1975.
Spielberg himself, the grandfather of panic movies, set in a small town in Massachusetts. That movie made me stay away from the beach for years. I was always afraid that a hand might come floating up. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yep. It's Jaws.
Oh.
The underwater camera work.
What's his
accompanied by John
movie that
Williams
is
music. I'd never been
just
that
some
scared
random
by a
year?
movie before. But the best thing about it is that it isn't just another panic movie. The mayor who won't close the beach even when there are so many victims. Chief
I
Brody
swear there's a
putting the
Spielberg
citizens'
movie
lives
that
above
is
all
just
else.
a year.
The film gave a lot of time to the dispute and friction.
Jaws
between
makes
them.
too much sense.
It certainly
Okay.
had a lot of messages for a 2-hour film.
Where am
That's
I
probably
even
another
going?
reason why it was such a record-breaking hit.
Liquor
One of my
store.
regrets in life is that I didn't see it at the movie theater. I guess I was still just a child back then. But still,
If you're ever
wanted to
in
taste that
Austin,
terror in
Texas
real
in the
time.
summer, you can see
That
Jaws
reminds me, Zach.
in the water. They put
Did
a
you
big
know this one?
screen out.
Jaws also appears in
lake.
another movie that was produced by Spielberg.
Give everybody a
The second Back to the Future.
little
It was
floaters.
directed by Robert Zemeckis, who later made Forrest Gump. That's also a masterpiece, of course, but we'll discuss that another time. So the scene
Hey.
where Jaws appears is
Am
right
I
after
close
Marty
to
McFly
Polly's?
goes 30 years into the future. He passes by a movie theater. and is
Time out.
attacked by a
Hold up.
holographic-
Sorry, Zach. Oh crap. I have to turn around. I almost made it there. I'm vaguely proud of myself. Seriously though, no waypoint system. That hurts. Okay. Where do we park? Just anywhere? Think it matters? park really well. Alright.
Zach, is there something here that you want to check out? We need to be
Yeah.
at the community center by 1500 today. Just think of talking in front of all those people. What do you think, Zach? It's going to get fun.
York, you're a weirdo. And I like it. High quality beef. Satisfy a large amount of your hunger. Beautiful. Got an item of some description over here. What could this be? Coffee with milk. Alright. Can we talk to Polly?
Oh, hi.
You're the sales girl too, aren't you? Yes, that's right. Coffee comes as a set with the breakfast. Nice. Service here is just as good as any fancy city hotel. I want something. You need to take breaks in order to do a good job, you know? Polly must be enjoying the slow life if she's taking naps during the day. Okay, let's go to bed. If I can figure out where he sleeps. Is that his room? I can't remember. Okay, perfect. Save. Scolio sister. That's fair. That's fair. Okay. What did we say? 1500? Long sleep. Better get something to eat soon, Zach. Alright. We have to shave, too. It's so weird that there's no, like, aggressive music playing right now. Okay. What should we eat? What do I have in my inventory? Oh, that is a flashlight. Item. That's not very much. Okay. Let's eat a can of pickles. Oh, no way. Turkey sandwich. That seems like the thing to do. We need that and one lollipop. Sound effects. That didn't seem like it improved my health. I guess just first aid. Alright. Sorry, Polly. We're getting out of here. I wonder if I should just be exploring the town at random at this point. Because looking on my map, it was showing me suspects that I guess just kind of live in town and wander around. So I wonder if I should just be going on my own and kind of investigating, or if the game opens up later. Alright, let's go back into town. Still got time to kill. I'm not really sure how I can kill more time other than just sleeping. Cool. And I wonder what happens if you miss your appointment. If it's just like an instant fail, or like, do we see a game over screen?
Zach,
Or do we
can
just
take
have
a
to try
rest
again the
if you're
next
tired.
day? Okay, here's your turn. Getting used to it, sort of. Alright, so there were people. Northern Viking, how's it going? We're playing Deadly Premonition. Twin Peaks the game, effectively. Okay, I want to go to the A&G Diner. So we just follow the street, past the curve, that's that. Yeah, this is the finest quality graphical masterpiece that I could have picked. Oh, it's going awesome. Playing a weirdo Twin Peaks-ish game. How can you go wrong? Alright, so the diner should just be ahead. That's gotta be it. The fancy place. What with the wonderful neon? Where do I park? Whoa. Seems like a decent place to just stop. Missing. Almost sounded like I was just revving it. Okay. What mysteries will we discover here in the diner? No, wait, this is the general store. I missed the diner completely because I can't read signs. How far am I? Oh, so far. Man. Sound effects are rough. Yeah, I just have to remember that I parked my car super far away. No big deal. We'll just get real strong from running. Is this? Are those the sound effects? Yes. Yes, they are. Peek. Wait, what? Why am I peeking into this place? It looks kind of like the Double R Diner from Twin Peaks. A little bit more neon, though. So should I be, like, spying to find out info here? Is that the key, or do I just walk in? Make my presence known. I don't want to keep peeking in these windows, because this load time is no joke. Oh no! A flat version of B. It's kind of how she is right now. It's like folded up in this tiny bed under the desk. Okay, here we go. We're in the diner. Question is, which diner ripped off Twin Peaks better? Was it Alan Wake or Deadly Premonition? Alright, who are our suspects here? And should I save again? The answer appears to be always yes. Alan Wake did a better Twin Peaks diner? Fair. It looked pretty damn close, gotta say. Take the menu. Alright, perfect. Kind of want to replay Alan Wake. It's been a little bit.
FBI Special
See if
Agent
my
Francis
opinion has
York Morgan.
softened.
And you are?
Olivia. Olivia Cormack.
Nick's wife. Who's Nick? Why is she being
Olivia.
introduced as Nick's wife?
Now
I don't
that's
know
a
who that
lovely
is.
name.
Do you think so? You're the only one who's ever said that other than my father and Nick.
Oh, it's a very good name. You should be proud of it. There's that famous singer, too, isn't there? From the
Yeah, Newton
70s?
John?
She's actually from England, but she's got this really strong image of being an American pop singer.
Huh?
That's it. Olivia Newton-John. You know of her, right? She's not only a successful singer, she's successful as an actress, too. Personally, I really liked Xanadu back in 1980. She played a cute fairy and just looked amazingly stunning. It's hard to believe she was 32 at the
These
time.
expressions.
Right, Zach?
Sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Really? That's a shame. You should watch it when you get a chance. You'll learn to love your name.
Oh, okay.
Smoothie arc. Just
So,
ramble
Olivia,
about Olivia Newton-John.
Do you know
for a
anything
while.
about Anna that might be helpful to me?
Oh,
Slick.
she was a bright and lovely girl. I can't believe she...
Did she ever look worried or anxious?
No, not really. I can't believe it, really. I'm never going to see her again, am I? She was here with
I
us.
mean, hopefully not, because
So
if you do...
happy and energetic just a few days ago. She and
Weirdo
I,
movie trivia doesn't
we were
score with the
getting all
ladies, it
excited
seems.
over some
Oh,
new
no.
dessert.
Thank you, then. If you remember anything else, let me know.
Weirdo movie trivia is all I have in life. Am I gonna get kicked out of the kitchen?
Hey, I'm working here. You can't just stroll into a chef's kitchen.
FBI.
Then perhaps you would give me your permission to enter.
No, get the hell out of here.
Zach, everyone has their own sanctuary. Let's leave him in his.
How can I pull him out? Can I, like, buy anything here? Maybe I can... I don't see any windows. Huh. Locked door. Does this guy have multiple personality disorder? I think that's what we mean. I suspect quite possibly. I'm not really sure what the deal is with Zach. Like Pocachuno was
Hi
saying
there.
earlier, are we Zach? Like, is he talking to the player directly? That sound. Would I like to order something? Yes. That sounds like a wonderful idea. As you said, I am here after all. This definitely is a diner. And a diner is a place to eat. I almost forgot that most basic fact. What do you think, Zach? I would like to buy... Oh, cornbread? Hell yeah. 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 Who locks an emergency exit? Nick. Nick totally does. Can I eat more, even though I've just eaten? Omelet containing fried rice? Dang. Children's favorite. Onion rings. Macaroni salad? Delightful. Roast turkey, 18 bucks. $15 clam chowder. Let's do it. Alright. Finish ordering. Okay, Olivia, now I need to grab this card, so I need you to move. Dare you to come out of there, Nick. Dare you. I'm gonna have to wait till this place closes. I got coffee. What time is it? How do I tell? All right, Nick. I got a penalty for pointing my gun at Nick. I feel like that's unfair. Yeah, that's right. Alright, I guess I better leave this diner and just skulk around until it closes. catch him as he leaves. Alright, how much time do we have? Or we have to go to this community center and give a speech of some sort. I love that this is just the pickles. I would buy the pickles. Although pickles from a can, not a jar. Maybe I don't want the pickles. Hard to say. Okay, there's a card somewhere around here. Oh. Yeah, so when it was asked earlier, is this like Resident Evil? Would Resident Evil ever match this? Don't answer that. Okay. Bank. Lily Ingram. Observe. Probably shouldn't try to get in here. Okay. There's save points everywhere here, which is cool. This is the police station again? Observe. So what system is this for again? This is the 4th time I've bought this game. The first time, it originally launched for Xbox 360. And I think it was only stocked at Walmart and cost $19.99 on release. Then the director's cut came out on PS3 and then PC. And finally, this port is on the Switch. Yeah, I know. I would have played the PC version, because I've heard you can at least get 60 frames per second in it, but it doesn't support anything past 720p by default. You need to get like a community patch. And last time I tried to make that work, it just straight up didn't. I had endless troubles just getting the game to launch with the community patch, so Switch version it is for now, until I try the PC one again. And I know that was kind of a joke, but I'm being serious with my... Save our game again. Sure, why not? How do I just kill time here? Can I just sleep? I think you can just sleep in a prison cell, if I recall. Maybe that's the key. Is there anything this way? This is the gun range or something, if I recall. Yeah. Bullseye. Sort of. Oh. Item acquired. What did I get? Alright. Okay. Some bullets. Perfect. And I didn't get a penalty for pulling my gun out in a random public place. That's good. Granted, I did point it at Nick. Okay, open. Can I just go in here? Perfect. We'll just sleep in prison. No big deal. Sleep. Okay, what time is it? 10:14? Did I say 1500 or 1300? 1500, right? Well. Okay. Close enough. Alright. Get out of here. Grab our car. start going back to the community center. I'm not actually sure how time passes in this game. Not sure if like an hour is a real-time hour. Can't imagine that's the case. But who even knows at this point? Oh, what's going on outside? Popular fish in Greenvale. Smallmouth billy bass. Okay. Yeah, so we have till 1700. No problem. Please tell me there's a car I can just take. I kind of forgot where mine is. Ah, crap. Alright, how fast are these minutes passing? Wait! Where's my car? Is that it? That's not mine. Oh, shoot. Back to the police station? 1617. Uh-oh. We may have some issues happening here. This could be really bad if I miss the designated time cutoff. Oh, good. Okay, there are cars. Thought I was in pure danger for a moment there. Was supposed to be there for 1500, so I am late, but I'm not like late yet. Gotta do some intense driving. Oh goodness. Oh heavens.
No, nothing. Just my imagination.
We're just going for it. A great potential detriment to our car's health. Actually, it's not dying that fast. Is there an e-brake button in this? Oh! Jim. Sorry, Jim! The police department will pay for it.
Greenvale Community Center. Now that's an impressive building. The clock tower is impressive too.
Audio mix. Oh, the whistling song again. Here we go. I wish I could whistle. So I could whistle along just to this.
Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school. I'm not some tree in the wind this time either. That was a tough role. I was a piece of scenery. Bright red tree.
Thank you all for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan from the Federal Bureau of Investigations wishes to speak with you.
What is he gonna say?
Good afternoon. I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Why is she shaking her head already?
Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible crime. I've come to this town to solve the murder of this young, beautiful girl, and to bring the one responsible to justice.
That's got the town a-stirring.
Unfortunately,
screw you, Nick.
Incidents like these have a tendency to happen again. I asked to have you gathered here so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents. Firstly, please, stay away from any dark, dangerous, isolated places.
Sound advice.
Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please guide your children away from such places at all costs. Secondly, avoid going out when it is raining. Now, I've heard the folklore story of the raincoat killer. There is a chance that the murderer is mimicking the story. Women should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Dun dun dun. Who is this? Carol McLean, bar owner and singer.
Who's the fashionably late one?
That's Carol, Thomas's sister. She owns a bar.
Thomas's sister.
Excuse me. So, as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice.
I
You must
guarantee.
all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
That sketchy rich guy with the gas mask. There's one in every town. Gonna upstage me? How dare you?
When paying for our sins, we must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt. When purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr. Stewart.
Mr. Stewart has some troubles.
How to steal thunder. Well then, Zach.
I really need to figure out how to
ask some questions
get my
before
Switch
all
to
these
not
guys
try
leave.
to fall asleep whilst I stream.
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
All right, who do we talk to first? Huh.
Quite a performance. Mysterious and very poetic. But I don't think many of your audience appreciated it.
Mr. Francis York Moore. The purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain.
Find out why the town is soiled. Remove the source from which it boiled.
Correct.
Then and only then your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve the crime, the proper must do the proper at the proper time. It is not yet mine. That is Mr. Stewart's time. Not mine.
But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with me, that is, with Mr. Stewart, may that be informative and fruitful, you will see. So says Mr. Stewart.
So I have to find a
So,
specific
Harry.
time. Okay.
You know something.
Easy enough, maybe.
But there's some reason why you can't tell me yet. Is that what you're trying to say?
How about you answer me in
Poetic
rhyme?
rubbish, Harry, and tell us what you know. We can force you to talk, you know.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, pay close attention to the signs, the omens, and the premonitions. Small they may be, they still are finds, and helpful to your investigations. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning, Harry. But don't worry. Me and Zach, we know what we're doing.
Theoretically. Other than driving. Okay, who else can I talk to? Oh, yeah. Perfect. Can I actually speak with anyone? No relation to the case. Other than Emily and Thomas. What happened to the lady who arrived late? Whoa, a lot of these people are kind of the same. Alright, well, I guess that was my chance to talk with the townsfolk.
Agent York, are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
Oh, yeah, nice. Ugh.
Agent York, your words really made me think about Anna's death again. How could one do such a terrible thing? I'm still in shock.
Thomas, I forgot to ask. You don't have a tattoo on your back, do you?
Tattoo? I do, actually. But why?
Could you show it to me, please?
What? Now? Here?
Yes, please. This is vital for our investigation.
Yeah, just in front of all these people who are still calmly sitting in one place. Staring straight ahead.
Okay. If it's gonna help you any.
Well, I'm wondering who G is now, but aside from that...
Did it tell you anything?
It told me that you didn't kill Anna.
Of course not. What are you saying?
You ought to see that tattoo, Zach. A big heart with an arrow through it and Love G in the center.
Who was the girl who ran the gas station?
When he got that done, but
Gina?
we've all been through the 80s.
Okay, George. Anything else you gotta say? Alright, I don't think I can talk to anyone else. Oh wait, yeah I can. Open. As long as I don't just leave the entire building. Here we go. You. Quetzalcoatl,
I'm FBI
the Winged
Special Agent
Serpent.
Francis York Morgan.
So Anna was killed. But why does that bring the FBI here?
Point done. Alright.
I have an interest in murder cases involving young women.
Well, you know, man, this might just be another case to you. But it means the death of a friend to me. I don't want you taking this lightly like it's just another case.
Alright,
I never take
Buckaroo.
anything of this nature lightly, I assure you. I'm here to apprehend the perpetrator who did this.
Yeah, because local enforcement can't shine their own boots, right?
Good point. You can't always count on the police now, can you? But that doesn't mean you're going to capture the perpetrator yourself. Quint.
How do you know my name?
I memorized the name of every citizen before arriving in town.
Of course he did.
I also know about you and your significant other.
You mean Becky?
Don't underestimate the FBI. We know and see everything.
I'm sorry if I was a little harsh. I want to help, I do. Okay?
Okay, Zach, I'll tell you how I knew his name. He's got a small Q on his hat. That was the only name beginning with Q that I could think of. He was even kind enough to tell us his girlfriend's name. I can read him like a book, Zach.
Sneaky York. Alright, who's his bud? Quint and Doug. Spanky.
You're York, right?
Sparky.
I'm Richard Dunn, the owner of the darts
Richard.
bar. Sweary 65.
He owns a bar named after Sweary? Hell yes.
How'd you like the town?
Oh, it's great. Aside from the murder that happened here.
Yep. Murder just doesn't fit with a small town like ours.
Well, Richard, I'll have to correct you on that. Crimes don't care about size. Big town, small town, just isn't a factor.
I guess you're right.
So, how did you know Anna?
I've known her since she was a child. She was the same age as my son. She always stood out, being pretty and all, just like her mother, Sally.
What do you know about Sally?
Well, I went all through school with her right here in town. I never thought our children would be the same age.
I don't see her here today.
Ah, well, see, she lost her husband, and this time it's her daughter. She's at home right now, trying to make peace with it all.
You seem to know a lot. How long have you been in love with her?
Whoa, bold.
Hey, don't go there. That scar of yours tells me you got your hands full too, right? Let's not dive into personal matters. It'll be better for you and me.
You're right, Richard. Collecting gossip won't help with the matter at hand.
All right, York. Did not expect that. Who are you?
Good evening, Agent.
Okay, Brian the Insomniac.
Good evening, Mr.
Brian, the Gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Brian.
AKA the Crow.
I like the retro look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Anna. Oh, she was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
I totally agree. That's why I'm here, looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Anna, her smile, so warm.
Dude.
Anna, blonde hair, so bright.
Too obvious to be the killer, but...
There's a graveyard somewhere
Yikes.
in town, Zach. I'm not excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
And the room tone in this, just that, like, air conditioning buzz. It's haunting me. That's the kind of sound I always try to eliminate from videos I'm working on. Cigarette heavy. Toolbox. Alright, Carol. What's your deal? Multi-moo! What's up? Thank you for the host.
Anna was an airhead.
Carol, what
do you
the
mean?
hell?
Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the forest. A goddess.
Still sick. No. The worst. Yeah, everybody around here was sick for a while too, starting in like December. No good. Hopefully that doesn't last too much longer. What have you been up to? Still just like building the greatest things in the world in dreams? Yeah, I caught your stream one day and you were in After Effects, but just for like a... Or was it After Effects? After Effects is something else. Cinema 4D, maybe? Bedridden?
I'm FBI Special Agent
no
Francis
good.
York Morgan.
Element 3D.
I'm the General.
I totally thought just for a second you were in some weird menu in
A
dreams.
real-life
and I was
war
going,
hero.
The hell?
So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Yes,
Is that
sir?
a problem?
You imbecile. The
Okay.
raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right. Soldier, if you want to hear more, you come to my office.
All right, we got a lead.
He literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit.
One thing, though. Calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant's uniform?
Astute. What we got here? Fiona and Usa.
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice.
Seriously,
He may be
the room
young,
tone in
but
this
he
is killing
seems
me.
like
That
a wise
buzz.
man.
Oh, and he's a very hardworking person, too. Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day, but I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Does it
Amazing,
auto-populate my map
He must
here?
be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
Now let's talk to him. Like 2 steps away.
Agent York, you make any progress?
Nope.
Of course, plenty.
I mean, yes.
Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
So I'm wondering if this is going to give me just some, like, spare time to go around and investigate, or if I'm kind of going to be on a strict timer for other events. Oh man, there's so many people to talk to here. This is madness. What's up, Jim?
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're
Isaac has
fine.
too many A's in his name.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
It's distressing.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can. Their mother agrees, which is why she lets me take care of them so often.
And that's why I want you to solve this case quickly and go home. Those rumors about that scar of yours do more damage than good around here.
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I? I have to in order to do my job. But I understand what you mean.
I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
More empathetic than I am. Alright. Oh, Gina and Suspect.
Hello again, Agent York. How are you?
Good, thanks. And you?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty good today.
Well, that's good to hear. Do you have any information that could help me out?
Information? Sounds difficult and not my kind of conversation.
Gestures wildly.
You should come by the gas stand again. I'll give you the best service in town.
Zach, perhaps you can tell me. Why did she bother coming here?
What did her sleeve say? Looked like it said something about heaven, but it may have been misspelled. Alright, who is this? Biff. No! No! I haven't saved for a little bit. I think, where did I save? The police station before I went here? Oh man, that sucks. That's like twice in a week that I've had a game just like implode on me midstream. Okay, well, what time is it here? We've been streaming for about 3 hours. It's 12:17 a.m. and I have to be across town tomorrow morning. So maybe that is a serendipitous point to call it, sad though it may be. I'm going to have to redo a bunch of these conversations before I stream again so people don't have to rewatch it. Or maybe we can pass it off as a, you know, last time in Deadly Premonition kind of thing. Maybe I'll go with that. All right, well, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Actuality, thanks for the follow. Pocachuno, good to see you. Saba, I'm Heidinger, Frog Druid. We got Multimoo in here. Northern Viking stopped in. Everything's been wonderful. I think that's everybody who's been hanging out on the stream that I spotted in chat. Thanks once again. Rest in peace. Chuck it in the trash. I can't do it. I'm loving this game. I just, you know, it'd be nice if it didn't implode. I'd be okay with a patch that I don't think is coming. Oh man. But yeah, thanks everybody. Do we have anybody on our list that we can throw a raid or something to? Who do we have on here? Red Phoenix Casts. He is part of the Twitch Calgary stream team. So let's try that. Raid Red. I'm not sure if it's that much more stable on other platforms, I heard the PC version can be pretty dodgy too. PS3 version has its own weirdness, and the 360 version was like the initial release. I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't even get the PC version to launch before, even with the Durante fix, but I should try that again at some point. At least it'd be 60 frames, but man. Although I was looking at the Deadly Premonition fix and on the webpage, and they were talking about saving constantly in that too before chapter 9 or something due to crashing, so who even knows? But we'll get it sorted. We'll figure it out. We're going to finish this game one way or another because it's rad. But until next time, I'm going to jump over to Red Phoenix Cast, and yeah, see ya. Have a good night. Peace, everybody.